Good day, learners! Welcome to our math class. Our topic for today is to make models of different solid figures. Learning competency makes models of different solid figures like cube, prism, pyramid, cylinder, cone, and sphere using plane figures. Quarter 3, Module 10. For the learning objective, after going through this module, you are expected to make models of different solid figures, cube, prism, pyramid, cylinder, cone, and sphere using plane figures. Let us begin our lesson with a pre-test. Identify the following nets as cube, rectangular prism, cylinder, cone, or a pyramid. I will give you 5 seconds to answer. Your time starts now. Time is up. The answer for number 1 is cube. For number 2, pyramid. For number 3 and number 4. Time's up. The answer for number 3 is cone. For number 4, rectangular prism. And for number 5, time's up. The answer is cylinder. Did you get all the correct answer? Very good. Now, let's have a recap. You can pause this video to answer the activity. Match column A with column B. Number 1. The faces of this figure are all squares. 2. It has 2 circular bases, no edge and no vertex. 3. It has a circular base and a vertex. 4. It has a curved surface without a base. All points on the curved surface are equidistant from a fixed point known as the center. Number 5. The base of this figure is a polygon and its faces are triangles. Okay, let us see if your answers are correct. For number 1, the answer is letter A, cube. Number 2, letter D, cylinder. 3, B, cone. 4, E, sphere. And number 5, letter C, pyramid. Let us read the problem. Ricky wants to make a small box out of recycled cartoons and use it as a container of his gift for the orphanage. How will Ricky make the box? If you were Ricky, how are you going to make the box? What will you do? Okay, let us find out. Now, let's think about the box. What solid figure resembles the box? Yes, it resembles a rectangular prism or maybe a cube, because both of them have similar characteristics. To help us more clear, let us identify their characteristics. How many faces are there in rectangular prism and cube? Yes, it has 6 faces. How many edges and vertices? They have 12 edges and 8 vertices. Okay, this will serve as our guide in making the box. To make the box, you should first draw the net. The net of a solid figure is a representation of its faces in plane figures. It is formed when solid figure is unfolded along its edges and its faces are laid out in a pattern in 2 dimensions. Using a paper grid, we can draw the net. As you can see, there are 6 faces that are laid out in pattern in 2 dimensions or plane figure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 faces. Nets of a rectangular prism are made up of rectangles and squares. After drawing the net, you cut the outside traces of the net. Then fold the inside traces of the net to form the solid figure. And you are done. You have now the box for the container of the gifts. Did you follow the directions correctly? Very good. Next activity will help you find the correct nets of different solid figures. Activity number 1. You can pause the video to answer this activity. Find the correct net for the following solid figures. For number 1, cone. For number 2, cylinder. Time's up. The correct net for number 1 is letter C. For number 2, letter C. For numbers 3 and 4. Time's up. Number 3, the solid figure is cube. The correct net is letter C. Number 4, the solid figure is pyramid. The correct net is letter A. Now, let us recall everything we have learned. Supply the missing word to complete the sentence. Write your answer in your notebook. To make models of different solid figures, cube, prism, pyramid, cylinder, cone, and sphere, using plain figures, draw blank of the solid figures, blank the outside traces of the net, blank the inside traces of the net to form the solid figures. Time's up. The answers are: draw the net of the solid figures, cut the outside traces of the net, fold the inside traces of the net to form the solid figures. For the valuing, answer this in your notebook. Ricky gives gift for the orphanage. What kind of a boy is he? Are you going to do the same? Why? What values have you learned? And for your last activity, draw the correct net and make models of the following solid figures. Number 1, cylinder. 2, cube. 3, cone. 4, rectangular prism. And number 5, pyramid. You can pause this video to answer the activity. And that's all for today. I hope everything is clear and you understand our lesson. Thank you for watching and see you next lesson. Stay safe.